I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit, beep, a little bit pregnant. Beep. Hello Zumba people! My name is Minie. I'm a very pregnant Italian zine based in Sydney, and today I would like to share with you a few tips on how to do Zumba while you're pregnant. And the best part is I'm going to address a few things that can be useful whether you are a participant or a Zumba instructor. So give this video a big thumbs up already. First of all, whatever I'm going to tell you in this video, you should take it cum grano salis, with a grain of salt. Meaning, you should always verify what you find on the internet with your doctor. Because I'm not a doctor. Do I look like a doctor? I don't look like a doctor. I'm not your doctor. I can share my experience, but every pregnancy is different, and you might receive from your doctor a different advice from what my doctor told me. So, check it with your doctor. And I'm going to stop saying doctor. The golden rule that all the doctors and nurses told me is do what you were doing before getting pregnant. Don't start doing new things now. If you were not exercising before expecting, Zumba might not be the best pregnancy workout for you. But if you were, by all means, keep going. For example, I was already teaching 7-8 classes per week before getting pregnant. And I've been teaching all this time, reducing to 5 classes per week, then 3, then 2. I'm 34 weeks pregnant now, and I think I'm going to stop this week. But it's very personal. You might last longer, you might have to stop earlier, and that's okay. Do what's best for you and for your baby. Also, make sure that you can still talk while doing Zumba. If you can't, you're pushing too much. So bring it down a little bit. Your baby needs oxygen! Okay, let's dive into nutrition. As soon as you find out that you're pregnant, you will probably change a few things. No alcohol, healthy eating, plenty of water, and all the supplements that your doctor will recommend. They will probably recommend folic acid, iodine, vitamin C, iron, calcium, vitamin D. They will tell you what to do according to your blood tests. I also keep drinking electrolytes during my workouts, like I was doing before, but always with my doctor's clearance. A major change for me was no more caffeine. Sorry. Just a sec. I started drinking decaf and rooibos, which is a caffeine-free tea, and I must say, they taste great, especially because I prepare them with filtered water. And here I would like to thank Taqua that provided me with a new T5 tap. I was already a customer. I remember when I bought the T3 tap, I just fell in love with it. And I'm so happy that now I have the T5 in matte black. Isn't it gorgeous? It's a Japanese engineered built-in filtration system which saves space under the sink and over the countertop. It saves me from buying water bottles, which means that there's no plastic pollution and no heavy lifting for me. And that's a big relief. Every aspect of the T5 is super functional. I switch from tap water to filtered water just by turning the knob. I can choose the type of flow from the nozzle, depending on whether I'm washing my veggies or just filling a glass. The hose is also extendable, which makes it even easier for me to clean the sink. And who knows, maybe I'll even bathe my baby here when she comes out. Taqua taps are connected straight to the water piping like any other tap. So there is no risk for me to have cheap cartridges under the sink that after a few years break down and flood the kitchen. Also, no separate faucet with that slow flow that takes ages. I just refill my water bottle in a matter of seconds and I'm good to rush to Zumba. But there's more. Changing the filter is super easy. It literally takes 10 seconds. And they will automatically send you the cartridges every 3 or 4 months, depending on your needs. So I don't have to remember to go to the store and buy the filters. They arrive straight to your door, which is a very big advantage when you have a busy life or baby brain. I'm telling you, whether you are pregnant or not, if you live in Japan or in Australia, buy your Taqua tap today. And if you're in another country, I don't know, ask them to open a branch in your country, because I'm telling you, this product is fantastic. And the company has the most amazing customer service ever. You don't trust me? Check the reviews online from other customers. We are all super happy. It has improved my life and it will improve yours. Thank you, Taqua. Another aspect to consider when you're doing Zumba while you're pregnant are the movements. Clearly, the bigger your bump gets, the less you will be able to jump, squat, or use your core. Duh! If you're a participant, it's not a big deal. Just limit yourself to the movements that you can still easily do. If you're a Zin, there are 3 things that will help you. The first one is put more energy in the parts of the body that you can still move. Mostly arms, shoulders, feet, and some movements of the knees if they don't hurt. Make sure you do sharp, energetic movements with your arms, and it will help the class keep their energy level up. Use facial expressions even more, if you're not already crazy like myself. The second one is cueing. There's no better time than now to keep practicing and perfecting your cueing. Especially if you're limited in your movements, cueing will save the workout for the participants. The third tip is, should I say it out loud, verbal cueing. Here, I don't mean the verbal cueing that we normally have in Zumba Gold. I just mean motivate them to do the step at the normal intensity. I might have some examples from my live classes. Just tell them to push more, squat more, jump more. They'll do it. Now let's talk about announcements and judgments. First of all, if you're a participant and you find out that you're pregnant, just let your Zumba instructor know. In private if you want, but I would let them know. If you're the instructor, it's entirely up to you when and how to tell your classes the big news. I chose to reveal my pregnancy at the 11th week because I was already showing. But there's no right or wrong. It's a matter of personal preference. Just be aware that once you tell some of them, they won't keep the secret. They'll just tell everyone else. And get ready for the comments. Good ones, but also bad, rude, stupid, insensitive, pointless, arrogant, patronizing, silly comments. Don't let them affect you like I did. Me and my stupid need of pleasing people. When they were crossing the line, I was scared of telling them off. Firstly, because, it's my job. I'm there as a Zumba instructor, and I feel like it's my duty to keep my cool and treat them nicely. Secondly, because I was convinced that even if I told them off, they wouldn't think, oh, I shouldn't have said that. They would just think, oh, she's hormonal. So in case you find yourself in a situation where in every single class you receive uncalled for comments, you can use the disclaimer that I started reading at the beginning of each class. I have the clearance from my doctor to keep teaching Zumba while pregnant. Although I know that opinions come from a good heart, I need everyone to refrain from giving me advice on whether I should jump less, squat less, move less, and so on. This is my job, I am qualified for it, and I know how to do it in a safe manner for you, but also for me and my baby. Thank you for understanding, and now let's dance around like crazy. This disclaimer worked wonderfully. Those who were not giving me a hard time just giggled because, they know me and they agreed with my point. Those to whom this disclaimer was addressed stopped their comments immediately. Let's talk about wardrobe. Basically, do whatever you want. You can either buy pre-loved clothes in bigger sizes, go for new clothes, buy maternity clothes. Look, some people have big bumps, others don't. Some people put on a lot of weight, others don't. Damn you. I am still using the baggiest Zumba tops I have. As you can see, they fit me perfectly. But I bought maternity leggings and bigger sports bras. What is really helping me a lot is a belly belt. It really supports my bump and my back, and the one that I have will be good also as a postpartum compression belt. You can find them on the internet, whatever you want, Amazon, I think eBay as well. I got mine on Amazon. I can put the link, but unless you live in Australia, it's an Australian link. So, whatever. Crucial tip, get training shoes where you don't have to tie the laces every time. Soon enough, you won't be able to tie your shoelaces even if you try, believe me. An important advice I would like to give you is about the playlists. If possible, try to keep the playlists consistent with your usual intensity. What I did was adding lots of new songs at the beginning of the pregnancy, when I was still able to show them the proper step with the ideal intensity. From the 6th month, I think, I brought back lots of old favorites. It's songs that we haven't done in at least 12 months, so they still refresh the playlist. They're not boring, but many participants still remember the original intensity. So older members will help new members learn the pumpy steps, even if at a later stage of your pregnancy, you can't do them properly. My final tip is about your maternity leave. I arranged my covering instructors very early, 3 months ahead, because I have a high-risk pregnancy and I knew that I would get induced early. And it will be during Christmas time anyway, when many instructors go away. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I would find instructors during the holiday season. But even if your situation is different from mine, don't wait until the very last minute. Try to understand if your classes would keep coming if you only have one covering instructor for the whole duration of your maternity leave, or like in my case, you find that rotating 3 or 4 different instructors would keep the participants curious and motivated. When you find your covering instructors, try to give them as much information as possible. Details on invoicing, the group fitness manager's contacts, how to use the speaker, how to reach the gym, where to park, if there are members with special needs, and so on. This is a very important time of your life, and you don't want to stress about your Zumba classes. Organize everything in advance and keep a calendar of who is covering, when and where. After giving birth? Well, I'm not there yet. Wait. No. Well, I'm planning on keeping in touch with the instructors and the participants. It doesn't have to be all the time. I will just remember them now and then that I'll come back soon. I'm sure I'll miss them a lot. Oh my God! It's going to be a challenge, but we can do it. Let me know in the comments if you're pregnant while watching this video, if it was helpful, and please subscribe to my channel, because I have many more videos already planned for you all. Stay safe. Ciao. Sexy Zumba. Bumpy Zumba. Oh, you can't tell I'm pregnant? That's because I'm not. This is just a little bit of gas. It's not going lower. Even if I don't want to break it. It's not going. It's really not going. It's really not going. It's stuck. It's like I've had Italian Christmas lunch every single day for 8 months. Oh, I better go sit before I get into labor, right? And if you didn't put on so much weight during your pregnancy, I only have one word for you. How?